The 21st century. The world was at peace and harmony for 500 years over the shape of the earth. But every once in a while, an asshole fucks the shit out of everything. Not him. This time, it's Eric Dubay, with his 200 bullshit that proves him insane. Let's continue on our quest of saving humanity and beat the crap out of his logic.
Oh, brother, somebody gonna kiss the donkey.
11. A surveyor and engineer of 30 years published in the Birmingham Weekly Mercury stated, "I am thoroughly acquainted with the theory and practice of civil engineering, however bigoted some of our professors may be in the theory of surveying, according to the prescribed rules. Yet it is well known amongst us that such theoretical measurements are incapable of any practical illustration. All our locomotives are designed to run on what may be regarded as true level or flat. There are, of course, partial inclines or gradients here and there, but they are always accurately defined and must be carefully traversed. But anything approaching to 8 inches in the mile, increasing as the square of the distance, could not be worked by any engine that was ever yet constructed. Taking one station with another, all over England and Scotland, it may be stated that all the platforms are on the same relative level. The distance between eastern and western coasts of England may be set down as 300 miles. Prescribed curvature was indeed as represented. The central stations at Rugby or Warwick ought to be close upon 3 miles higher than a cord drawn from the two extremities. If such was the case, there is not a driver or stoker within the kingdom that would be found to take charge of the train. We can only laugh at those of your readers who seriously give us credit for such venturesome exploits as running trains round spherical curves. Horizontal curves on levels are dangerous enough. Vertical curves would be 1,000 times worse, and with our rolling stock constructed as at present, physically impossible."
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone is now dumber for having listened to it. May God have mercy on your soul.
Apparently, the surveyor and engineer of 30 years of experience has no name. No engine can traverse 8 inches per mile inclination, which is 7.2 into 10 to the power minus 3 degrees. But Katoomba Railway in New South Wales, Australia traverses 52.3 degrees of inclination. Now that is what you can call an uncivilized engineer statement. The Dent station in England has an elevation of 1150 feet. The Hampstead station in Northern Line of central London is 58.5 meters underground. That is one heck of a same relative level.
12. The Manchester Ship Canal Company, published in the Earth Review, stated, "It is customary in railway and canal constructions for all levels to be referred to a datum which is nominally horizontal and is so shown on all sections. It is not the practice in laying out public works to make allowances for the curvature of the earth."
It's all bullshit. All of it.
Indeed. First of all, I want to see the review myself, but I am having a pretty hard time finding it on Google, and the video here is conveniently not available. Second of all, they say horizontal datum line, not horizontal datum straight line. Horizontal line along a curved surface will also be curved. So the curvature of the earth is always considered in the horizontal datum line itself. No need to consider it explicitly. Third of all, the fundamentals of calculus and non-Euclidean geometry states that small sections of large curved surfaces will always look flat to the little creatures that crawl upon it.
Well, that hit the spot.
13. In a 19th century French experiment by M.M. and Arago.
Wait, are those people even real? Let's check it before going ahead. As expected from a flat earther, no such experiment is ever done by human beings. Here is one named Argo's experiment, but it says that light can travel in curved paths, which is in a way pretty much debunks flat earth. No point in hearing proof number 13 any longer. Let's carry on.
14. The Lieutenant Colonel Portlock experiment used oxyhydrogen Drummond's lights and heliostats to reflect the sun's rays across stations set up across 108 miles of St. George's Channel. If the Earth were actually a ball 25,000 miles in circumference, Portlock's light should have remained hidden under 1.5 miles of curvature.
You are a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity.
Lucky Eric. I searched a lot, but the only documentation that I could find about Lieutenant Colonel Portlock experiment is created by the Flat Earth Society. They are trying to prove themselves by the evidence generated by themselves. Also, St. George's Channel is 100 miles long, not 108 miles. Eric sucks at measurements.
You're goddamn right.
15. If the Earth were truly a sphere 25,000 miles in circumference, airplane pilots would have to constantly correct their altitudes downwards so as to not fly straight off into outer space. A pilot wishing to simply maintain their altitude at a typical cruising speed of 500 miles per hour would have to constantly dip their nose downwards and descend 2,777 feet, over half a mile, every minute. Otherwise, without compensation, in 1 hour's time, the pilot would find themselves 31.5 miles higher than expected.
Ugly motherfucker.
I say it time and time again. Don't take this much meth.
You're goddamn right.
Shut up, Heisenberg. When you get sober, Eric, go online and learn about Bernoulli's principles, the fundamentals of airplane flight. The altitude of plane depends upon the speed of the airplane. To go higher, the plane has to go faster. To descend, it has to slow down. Running at constant speed will always be parallel to the spherical Earth's surface. If merely 500 miles per hour can put objects into space, then Eric Dubé should have directed the movie Interstellar, not Christopher Nolan.
Yes, science!
Enough of Eric Dubé's bullshit for this video. Do you still think that the Earth is flat?
No. 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 Hell no.
Good, but if you still disagree with the round Earth, then
Talk to the hand.
come back for the next video as I purify Eric Dubé's flat Earth bullshit. If you like whatever the hell I am doing, then please hit the like button and share. Also subscribe for consistent science stuff. And finally, thanks for watching.